Last time I looked up the 8th season of LEGO Ninjago Sons of Garmadon, I said that the show had undergone a significant change in tone and visuals to highlight the seriousness of the story, and that trend was carried over and amplified to the 9th season, Hunted. I realized that this was one of my most highly regarded seasons and a notable moment in the Oni strategy for show. For yet again, the ninja are firmly on the back foot, and both the struggle to overthrow Lord Garmadon and retake Ninjago. In that realm of Oni and Dragon, the ninja must fight to survive in this new harsh environment, whilst being heartlessly pursued by dragon hunters. This type of dynamic I have not seen since Season 3, where the ninja will be outmatched by the ninjoids and the Overlord himself. It allows the supporting characters to get more screen time and character development than the main characters, as the ninja are especially gloomy in this season. In fact, the theme of despair runs rampant throughout the first few episodes, and allows for voice actors to get real performances which are appropriate to the situation. There will be spoilers. Now, Wood and Nia are training in their secret hideout, while the colorful and young Wu are struggling to find food in the first realm. At sunset, Cole and Wu set off for food, but the others are captured by dragon hunters and forced to fight against a captured dragon, as they are accused of being an Oni. The hunters fear and despise the Oni. Lloyd's fighting spirit is weak, which is worsened when their base is compromised and their ambushed trying to retreat. The elemental monsters come to their rescue and lead them out of resistance. Meanwhile, the ninja are forced to use their elemental abilities, which lands them in trouble with a hunter called Heavy Metal. They are used as bait for dragon hunters, so that they can capture the mother of all dragons, Firstborn. The resistance hack into the airwaves and relay the message for Ninjago to resist. Cole and Wu build a Firstborn replica, use it to distract the others so they can free Kai, Jay, and Zane. They free all the captured dragons. The ninja escape and Wu grows into a teenager. Heavy Metal reveals her name to be Faith and helps Ninja find the dragon armor, which will grant control of the dragons so that they can go home. The resistance base is attacked, and Lloyd, Nia, Skylar, and Dareth are the only ones who can escape arrest. They meet Mistake again. She encouraged Lloyd to lead the resistance. She reveals that she is an Oni, and together with Lloyd, they spring a trap and capture Harumi and the Mask of Hatred. Mistake disguises herself as Harumi to get Skylar close enough to absorb Garmadon's power. Mistake sacrifices herself so that Skylar can escape, now bearing Oni power. In the first realm, Ninja and Faith obtain the Dragon Armor map and are taught how to use chain guns and how to ride dragons. Ninja are involved in a relentless chase with the hunters. They steal Iron Baron's rig, and Faith buys him time to escape by getting captured. The ninja are ambushed trying to save her. Wu regains his memories and enters adolescence fully. He goes with Iron Baron to find the dragon armor so that he can leave as a ninja. During the fight for control over the Titan in Ninjago, Ruby meets her end in a collapsed building during a turmoil. Garmadon goes mad and starts wrecking the city, while the resistance retreats. After taking out Ultraviolet, the group is cornered by bikers. The hunters rebel and free the ninja, and they go after Iron Baron. Tensu and Iron Baron find the dragon's nest and obtain the dragon armor. Iron Baron tries to backstab Wu, but Firstborn incinerates him instead.
You didn't really think the dragon armors what made Firstborn obey my father, did you? It was because of his heart. She sensed goodness in him. What does she sense in you?
The ninja ride the dragons back to Ninjago. They drive out Garmadon's forces and prepare for the final battle. Up in Ninjago City, Kai can connect chains around the Titan, and the others take it down, while Lloyd and Wu are battling Garmadon. Lloyd defeats Garmadon by not fighting.
This is also where Lloyd gets his powers back.
Sensu returns to normal, and the ninjas celebrate their victory.
There's also one last scene between Lloyd and Sensei Wu, discussing the potential of an Oni invasion. Travel into next season.
There is even more story crammed in this season than Sons of Garmadon. It makes sense, as Kai, Cole, Jay, and Zane must find their way back to Ninjago and help defeat Garmadon, then repair Ninjago. Simultaneously, Lloyd must gather resistance and find Garmadon's weakness and defeat him without his elemental abilities. This is the conclusion to the huge 2-season stretch focused solely on the ninja, their city, their enemies, and their history. Last time I looked in depth at 3 of the most significant plot elements in Season 8, but I'll now look at the characters in this season that made an impact. Sensei Wu, the backbone of the team and their driving force for most of the events that have occurred over the 9 seasons. This is not the same Sensei Wu. The one known to us is gone forever. When we saw Wu in flashbacks, he was quite innocent, naive but shy. This new Wu is more outspoken, arrogant, and has more in common with young Lloyd. This forces the ninja to teach their young sensei everything that he taught to them, so that when the effects of a time blade wear off, his mind and memories are intact. Wu expresses no interest in learning the way of a ninja. He puts his needs aside and goes to aid the ninja. He begins to gain more courage in his efforts to save them, and shows more initiative and Cool, who is more aware of the dangers of Iron Baron and his hunters. This is the inverse of Old Man Wu, who rarely got into fights after Season 3. He was always more of a support type character, rather than an active character. The last time we see young Wu is probably his bravest moment, to break out the ninja once and for all. Dio builds a replica of Firstborn, and Wu pilots it. He flies it over the Dead's End, risking his life to save his students. Wu grows again significantly, at the same age as the ninja. He has a dream of him fishing with his brother. Garmadon mocks his inability to catch fish, but he ends up catching a huge bite, thanks to his father suggesting to have faith. Coincidentally, thrown in a heavy metal, Faith's disguise. She asks if Wu is really the son of the first ninjutsu master, and he confirms. She reveals her true name and offers to help the ninja find the dragon armor in exchange for joining the team on their way back to Ninjago. Wu sees his fate, so he trusts her. Wu shows less confidence in his ability to locate the dragon armor, which Cole expresses concern over. The old Sensei Wu would always comment on his students' sometimes questionable judgment, like in Season 1, when they misused the weapons and nearly burned down the monastery, or in Season 2, when the ninja are too focused on money and leave Lloyd by himself, almost being kidnapped by Pi 4. Now Cole is the one criticizing Wu's decision to lead Faith in a wild goose chase, because she trusts him stepping to the target of truth. Wu swallows his pride and admits to his uncertainty in the Oni section of the first round, and Faith gets angry, feeling betrayed. Luckily, the team find a map of the dragon armor's location. During his training, Wu loses his cool and gives up, because this Wu is drawing out the teachings of the first ninjutsu master that inspired his will. That's why he went to great lengths to protect the golden weapons from his brother. Kai is the one to inspire Wu, as it has been shown that Wu's words inspired Kai to never give up, like in Season 1, where Kai rallies the other ninja to fight the Great Devourer. After Wu's departure, Wu takes Kai's advice and approaches the task with confidence and succeeds. A moment of euphoria is experienced by the ninja when Wu attempts to ride a dragon. It does not last long, and this will be important for later. During the chase, the ninja use their new skills to seize control of Iron Baron's rig. This allows Wu to prove himself by boarding the rig and taking out all the hunters. The other ninja are now helping Wu drive the rig to their escape. The hunters catch Faith, Wu tries to intervene. In another example of his great concern for friends, a trait that Lloyd inherited long ago. Faith lets herself go because only Wu knows where the dragon armor is. Faith's capture starts to restore the ninja's old relationship with their sensei. Against the judgment of the others, Wu makes the final decision to go after the hunters. In his words, ninja never leave friends behind. Wu's concern for others winds up getting him and the ninja captured by Iron Baron and his hunters. After having a lighthearted moment with the others, which echoes the events of a time where the ninja were having a laugh with their sensei at a campfire. Distant memory, Wu finally remembers who he is. After 1.5 seasons, the real Wu has come back, sporting a mustache and the voice of an older man, strikes a deal with Iron Baron, and they go to find the dragon armor. Now it is a sensei trying to save a ninja, instead of the other way around. Further on in the season, ninja return to Ninjago, while Faith stays behind to reform the hunters. Wu leading the assault against Garmadon is notable, because this is never something that he would have done as an older man. This time the ninja are relying on Wu for backup. The story concludes as Wu now stands side by side with Lloyd, with only a few years between them. This is by far Wu's best fight in the series. He matches Garmadon blow for blow and forces Garmadon to split off his brother and son, because he is starting to lose ground. Lastly, Wu befriends a dragon named Firstborn, and this alliance comes back to save his life during the final battle. That is Wu's character development in Hunted. There's so much character development for Wu in this season. Now onto the ninja. From a first glance, it looks like the Majos Ninjitsu do very little in this story, and there is some evidence of that being the case. Characters like Scholar, Mistake, and Faith end up doing more to advance the story around the ninja, but this only applies to events leading up to, but not including the final battle. The ninja's actions are the most important and have significant consequences to the story. It's quality over quantity. Each episode is about the ninja facing a new challenge, using each of their wits and the resources available to face it. The ninja are at their lowest point at the start. Jay has given up hope entirely. His apathy is very uncanny, but makes his snap back to normal all the better. Kai's confidence has been burned away, his chances of survival are getting slimmer. Zane is working on the bounty tirelessly, trying to communicate with the others. Cole is trying to keep the team together and keep Wu out of trouble. The B plot really allows the core four to be the focus of the series again. If anything, the season proves yet again that Cole is really the foundation of a team that is good at inspiring people. When the ninja return, it is clear that their time in the first realm has made them more prepared to face Garmadon's Titan. They have been through far worse. Before the ninja were looking up to Garmadon's instrument of destruction, and now they are looking down at it. It's nice that Kai uses expertise as a blacksmith to fuse the chains together. That is my review of Ninjago Season 9 Hunted, and some of its characters. This season was huge when it released, and I kept all the good things from Season 9 and improved on it. It also set up the next season, the ending of the rolling film era, as the show moves to a new studio. Thank you for watching.